Hi, if you're seeing this, congratulations. You've received your Seint palette and your highlight, contour, and lip and cheek colors. I set up my palette with you and I'm going to show you how to apply your makeup. I recommend you play around with it a couple times just so you can kind of get used to it because it is a cream-based makeup. It's not like liquid foundation. This is perfect for mature skin. If you're in your 30s, stop using that foundation. You're gonna love this stuff once you get your hands in it and get used to it. You're gonna use it every day. I am a stay-at-home mom. I just bought a farm. I'm outside with the animals all day long. And since discovering Seint makeup, I'm like a new woman. I feel better about myself after having babies. I have like these weird purple and blue veins under my eyes that I've been very self-conscious over, and finding this cream-based makeup has really helped me be able to color correct and kind of fix the issues that I want to fix that bother me. So anyway, back to what we're doing. I'm gonna set up the palette with you. So you could take your palette out of your little sleeve here, and when you open it up, you notice that it's magnetic, right? This is a magnetic palette, and the tins that your highlight, contour, lip, and cheek come in are also magnetic, so they're gonna slide right in here, which is awesome. If you're like a minimalist, or if you don't like a big mess or like a lot of product that's like really confusing and can be overwhelming, this is perfect for you. I've noticed that's been an issue for me. I don't like to be overwhelmed. I don't like to try to think too much. If something's easy and convenient for me, it's a home run. So your colors are gonna come in this really cute drawstring bag. And this is what the front of the tin looks like. This is the back. On the front is the name of the color. So this is my lip and cheek. This is Royal. And you can see right here, this is the color. And you just gotta slide it out from the back like this, just like that. Also on the back, it tells you the color and what it is. So it says Royal Lip and Cheek. So what I recommend is taking all of your colors out of your bag and just set them up on the counter in the way you want to place them in your palette. So lip and cheek is usually the last step for a lot of people. So I'm gonna put this in the back, on the back of my counter, Next I have Amber. This is my highlight. So that's what that looks like. I'm gonna put that down next to the lip and cheek. This is Mango. This is another highlight that I have. And then lastly, I have Indigo, which is gonna be my contour. Also gonna be part of the last step. So this is gonna go next to the lip and cheek. And then my Amber and my Mango. So whatever one is my lightest shade, which I'm gonna say is the Amber. This is the Amber. Okay. So Amber's gonna go first, and then Mango second. So when putting it in your palette, what I like to do is I just like to slide it out like this, place it down, and it snaps right in. If you have to adjust them, you can. Next, I'm gonna place my Mango. Oops. Just like that. After that is the Indigo. And then after that is my Royal, which is my lip and cheek. Looks like lightest to darkest. So we have our palette set up and ready to go. Next, I'm gonna open up my brush, which is the 3D brush. I love this brush. I recommend it to everybody. No, you cannot get the same results using a regular brush. Why? These bristles are super, super stiff. You can see they're stiffer when you feel it on your face and your skin. It's a different type of texture brush, and that's because it is designed for this type of makeup. So just keep that in mind. A lot of people like to cut corners. I totally get it. But if you're gonna do something like this and you really wanna invest in it and in yourself, I highly, highly recommend just getting what we send you, only because there's a reason behind it, and that is if you want those same results that I get. I have 30 days from the purchase, or I'm sorry, 30 days from when you receive the brush or any of the products to return it if it's not the right shade for you, or if you feel like you don't really like it, you can always return it. I'm gonna start lightest to darkest. So I'm gonna start here. I'm just gonna tap my brush into my product. That's literally all that you need to start out with. And I'm going to apply it under my eye. Like so. Okay, then I'm gonna tap it back in. I feel like I need a little bit more product on my brush, and I'm gonna go down the center of my nose, my forehead, and my chin. Okay, then next, you don't have to clean your brush off. So then next I'm gonna go in with my main shade. That's the next highlight color, which is darker than your brightening shade. Now your main shade is gonna be a little bit darker than your natural skin color. When we color match you, it's gonna be a little bit darker than your natural. So I'm gonna tap into that, and I'm gonna apply it where I need it, which is right around here. Okay, you're only putting the colors where you need them. Okay, so you're not gonna put your one color on, then the next color all over your whole face. You're only putting it where you need it. All right, so then next I'm gonna go in with my contour color, which is indigo, and that's right here. It looks really dark, but don't freak out. Just trust the process, I promise. So where I like to put my contour is on my cheekbone right here, the top of my forehead, by my hairline. Now I have baby hairs, and then I'm going to go down the sides of my nose because I like a skinny nose. My nose is crooked, so I just do this to straighten it out. Okay, so you can add your lip and cheek now if you'd like to, but for me personally, I like to just blend what I already have first, and then I like to build with my lip and cheek. So you're gonna start lightest to darkest with the other end of your 3D brush, and you're just gonna tap it in. You're gonna tap it into your skin like so. Because it's cream base, it's gonna be easy to tap into your skin. It's not gonna settle in your fine lines or your wrinkles. I'm just kind of looking in my mirror and seeing where I'm blending it in. For my under eye, I love to use this side of the brush again to kind of get over here, because like I said in the beginning, I have those like purpley, bluey veins that just decided to show up after I had children, and I like to make sure I get that all covered. So I just tap it in, and once you get used to it, you're gonna find your own techniques that work for you. Some people like to brush it on. I personally just like to tap it in. I feel like it gives it more of a natural look. I don't like to look like I'm wearing any makeup. So that's why. And then when I get to the forehead, I go up. I kind of brush up and tap in an upward motion. And then I also go back with the smaller side of my brush for my nose. And I just kind of go up at first. And then I go in with the bigger side on the side where I did my contour. And then I just push and tap. This. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the, we're gonna go tap in the contour. So what the technique I use for this is I tap and I push like that. So I'm gonna tap and push. And then once I get to the forehead, I literally do a circular motion and just make those two colors meet. Just kind of fading out that line because I want that definition on my forehead. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my lip and cheek. For this part, I will apply with my fingers. So I'm just gonna get a little bit and see where I wanna put it. And like I said, don't be freaked out with the colors because they do tend to look a little bit darker in the palette. And then I'm gonna go in with my bigger side of my brush, and I do the same technique that I did when I was blending in my contour. I tap and push, tap and push, and flick, tap and flick. That's a good one. Okay, and that's it. That's how you do your application for your new Seint colors. Like I said, don't be freaked out by how dark the shades look. These are the shades that I just used on my face. Isn't that amazing? And these, you don't have to keep these as a little tip. You can keep them, I keep one of them. And what you do is you could just use the one end and get in there and try to pop out your colors if you ever want to switch a palette or anything like that. Because they are in there pretty tight, which is good. It's not a bad thing. But yeah, that's how you apply. If you guys have any questions, please reach out. Feel free to text me or call me, send me an email. I'm pretty good at getting back to you right away. So, you know, just have fun with it. It's so much fun. And once you get the hang of it and you practice a lot and you're like, oh my gosh, this is so simple, you're gonna want more, because that's what happened to me. It's funny. So have a great day, and thank you for trusting me and trusting this process. And I hope you enjoy your product as much as I enjoy mine. Have a good one.